Okay, we're here. Right, let's crack on. Have you got what I asked you to get me? You have. Right, excellent. Let's have a look then. Right, so what are we looking at here? This is a picture of you and Cindy on Riser. Yes. And what we're looking at here? This is a picture of you and Gabrielle on Riser. Yeah, so I'm detecting a theme here. And this is you and Mindy on Riser. Well, this is all very well and good, but what's this got to do with the main deflector dish? I asked you to produce me some pictures of the main deflector dish. What you thought I asked you to produce pictures of Riser? Of your holiday on Riser? Sounds nothing like. I think you need to sort your earring out. What do you mean you don't wear earrings? Yes, I think my point is made.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
Too much that you do the same. And you stay out of mine.
Well, when you put it like that, You see, we are adults. I'll bet you looked.
Sexual advances? I'm afraid so. She offered to give you a rose petal bath.
Good God, man. Do you think they might let me watch?
It's good to see you're enjoying yourself.
And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. And today I would like to bring you the Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser T6-X. And isn't she a splendid ship? I really do like this design. It's really cool, and I really do like this sensor pod as well. Yes, that's quite grown on me, is that. I also like the way the deflector array is cradled into the hull, and you can actually see through the middle there. Here we have the spinal phaser lance, which I also like. And this ship is a really decent ship to do a beam build on. Please don't be discouraged by the 4 weapons to the front and 4 weapons to the rear, because to me I don't think it makes a big difference. But yes, she's absolutely splendid. I really do like her. Now, some have said that this ship is sort of a budget version of an Inquiry, and we'll have a look at that in just a minute. But yes, I just thought we'd drink in the design before we move on. Right, that's enough of me going around and around, making everybody dizzy. So let's just compare these two ships, shall we? The Lexington and the Inquiry. And let's see what we think about this ship being a budget version of the Inquiry, shall we? Now, it has been said that the Terran Lexington Dreadnought Cruiser is a reasonable contender for a budget version of the Inquiry Battlecruiser. Now, having recently acquired the Inquiry Battlecruiser and having flown both of these ships, I have to say that they are remarkably similar, apart from a few odds and ends. So, for example, the Inquiry Battlecruiser has a hull at level 65 of 65,250, with the Lexington not being far behind with a hull of 61,875. The hull modifier in the Inquiry is 1.4, hull modifier for the Lexington 1.3, again very close. Now, apart from the hull modifier, which in the Inquiry is 1.4 and in the Terran is 1.3, they both share the same statistics for the shield modifier, the turn rate, and the impulse engines, which, again, remarkably similar. The bonus power in the Inquiry is 15 to weapons. And that's slightly different to the Lexington, but even so, plus 10 to weapons power in the Lexington. Again, they both share the same shield and engine power of plus 5 and plus 10, with the Lexington having just pipped it at the post there with the plus 5 auxiliary power. Now, if we look at the bridge officer stations, we can also see that there are some similarities there as well. So, for example, they both share Lieutenant Commander tactical stations and Commander engineering stroke miracle worker stations. Slightly different now with the Lexington, whereas that ship has a Lieutenant Commander universal station, but that can be changed into the same as the Inquiry with the Lieutenant science station. The Inquiry also has a Lieutenant Commander stroke universal intel station, whereas the Lexington has a Lieutenant Tactical Stroke Intel station, which again is remarkably similar. And finally, the Lexington has an Ensign Science station, whereas the Inquiry has an Ensign Universal station. So again, you could turn that into a science station, and there you have it. Oh, and just one other thing, both ships can actually equip dual heavy cannons. The Lexington has 4 device slots, whereas the Inquiry has 3, and the Lexington's abilities include an Agony Phaser Spinal Lance. So there you go. You can judge for yourself, but these ships share some startling similarities. Apart from a few odds and ends, for example, the Inquiry plus 15 to weapons power compared to plus 10 to weapons power for the Lexington. But if you're looking for a budget Inquiry, then the Lexington is the ship for you. So there you have it. Right, let's move on. So here we are in the ship tailors, and as you can see, we have a variety of different ship skins. So this is the Endeavour, yeah, that's quite cool, isn't it? The Odyssey, well, that's quite bright, isn't it? But it's still a nice looking ship, isn't it? Nice looking ship. The Yorktown, I have to say this, I do like the Yorktown. That's quite cool. And I do actually have the legendary version. And what we will do is, when I come around to doing the legendary version, we'll do a comparison of the legendary version and this T6 Lexington version as well. Anyhow, moving on. This is the Lexington. Actually, we may stick with that. We will stick with that, because I do like the red flashes on the side there, so we will stick with that. This is the Sojourner. The Verity. Yeah, not keen on the Verity one, to be honest with you. Yeah, not keen on that one, but anyhow, moving on. The Yorktown Mirror. Oh, that's quite cool, isn't it, that? Quite like that one. Aquarius, the Current, that's the bridge that comes with this ship, so well done, Cryptic. I'm quite pleased that you've put a unique bridge on this ship. I better go back to what I want on that one, so we'll go with that one. Materials, Defiant, Galaxy, Trepid, NX, NX refit, Sovereign. It's quite cool, isn't it, the Sovereign? I quite like that one. Sovereign refit. Don't think there's much difference. Terran. Oh no. No, not keen on that one. Terran 2. Yeah, so not keen on that one either. Type 0. Type 2. Type 3. Type 4. Five. Six. Seven. 7A. 8. 8B. That looks quite cool actually as well, doesn't it? Quite like that one. I think this ship suits a crisp type of look. Upgrade. Not keen on that one. And veteran. Yeah, that's... I've said this before, it looks something out of Tron, doesn't it? Not keen on that one. So I believe I quite like the Sovereign. It's a toss up between the Sovereign. What's it type? 8B. I think I'm going to go with 8B. Yeah, I quite like that one. Right. So let's go back up into Earth Sol and take a quick look at the build and the stats, and then we'll have a quick look at the bridge and take her into action to see how she performs, shall we? Okay, so here we are back in Earth Sol with our new paint job. Yeah, it does look quite nice, that, doesn't it? Yeah, like that. Right, so let's have a look at the statistics, shall we, and the build. Okay, so we're looking at 4 weapons to the front and 4 weapons to the rear. What I've got going here are 3 covert phaser dual beam banks and the disruptor wide angle dual heavy beam bank, which is from your Discovery Reputations tab. Moving on to the rear, I'm using the Terran Task Force phaser beam array, which is part of the Terran Reputations. You can obtain that from the Terran Reputations tab. I'm running an omnidirectional covert phaser beam array. I'm running the enhanced biomolecular photon torpedo launcher, which is giving me a 2% bonus all damage, and that's available from your Species 8472 Reputations tab. And then I'm running the advanced inhibiting phaser Omni, and this is another 2% bonus all damage. Now the console that comes with this ship is the multi-directional artillery barrage. So the multi-directional artillery barrage has a 360-degree kinetic barrage, damage scales with the targets, and it launches warheads in all directions, dealing 7,670.5 kinetic damage to foes. That is plus 25% bonus damage per arc with foes and plus 10% additional bonus damage per affected foe. I must admit, I haven't really paid much attention to this console, but I am going to try and see if it is as effective as the statistics say. So moving on. Now I have the Verity which I got from the 10th anniversary bundle, and this, which you know, very similar to this, to the Lexington, and I have put on the universal chevron separation, which came with the Verity, also the universal work bees, and where was that one? There it is, the universal Aquarius escort. I just thought I'd put it on, to be honest with you, because it was on the other ship, and I just thought I'll give it a go. Now, looking at the masteries, tier 1, we have increased hull regeneration. Regenerates 1578.1 hull and 1.25% of your current maximum every 3 seconds in space. Twice this amount is regenerated out of combat. Tier 2, enhanced hull plating, so we get a plus 25 energy and radiation damage resistance rating. Tier 3, increased critical chance, plus 2.5% critical chance. That's quite cool, actually. Tier 4, we have increased maximum hull hit points, plus 10% hull hit points. And the trait, dimensional modulation, bonus damage from nearby foes to self, maximum once per 10 seconds, plus 3, minus 30% bonus all damage based on number of targets with starship weapons for 10 seconds. Yes, I've used this, and I didn't notice much difference, to be honest with you, but anyhow, yeah, I'm going to stick with what am I? What do I have? Yeah, I'm going to stick with these: Invincible, Best Hope of the Empire, Emergency Weapon Cycle, Improved Photonic Officer, Super Weapon Ingenuity, and Rapid Emitting Armaments. Right, so let's have a look at the statistics very quickly. Power transfer rate is above 250. I'm happy with that. Hull 126,246. Shields for right, left and rear 19,382. The resists are pretty reasonable, early to mid 40s, apart from the physical resist, which is 30.5%. We have an accuracy rating of 74.8, critical chance of 40.9, and a critical severity of 165.1. Well, just before we take her for a spin, let's have a quick look at the bridge, shall we? Because I'm quite taken with this bridge. Yeah, well done, Cryptic. You've given us a ship with a really nice bridge. So let's go and have a look at it. Well, here we are on the bridge of the Lexington, and I have to say I really do like this bridge. Excellent design. The only criticism I have is the screen. I think the screen's a little bit odd. Could do with being a little bit higher up here. Oops. Could do with being a little bit higher, I think, about here. But apart from that, I really do like this bridge. And I know I criticise Cryptic sometimes for not putting decent bridges on ships, but they've certainly done well with this one. I really approve. Really, really good. Right. Excellent. Yeah, just need to do something about this screen. But anyway. Right, so hello there, Romulan person. How's things going? You don't understand these new screens. Right, okay. Well, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve. So you carry on. Excellent. Yeah. These Romulan people, I thought they were meant to be clever, but hello there, number one. How's it going? Excellent. You like this console? Brilliant. Right. You think it's You think it's fantastic? Oh, right, fantastic. Well, would you like to have a word with the Romulan person down there? Because he's not happy. No, he's not a happy chappy. Not keen on the design. Right, well, I'll leave that with you. Thank you very much. Oh, hello there, Lucari person. How are you today? You're not happy either. Oh dear. And why are you not happy? There's no plants on the bridge. Well, unfortunately, this is a new ship. You see, the Lexington. It's a new ship, and unfortunately, plants don't come as an added extra. Yeah, unfortunately. So I'm sorry about that, but yes, we'll have to. I don't see what we can do really. I'll try and get you some more plants from my ready room. I'm sure there is some in there, and you can take them back to your own quarters. You're filling up quite nicely. Excellent. Right. Well, I'll get you some more. Right. So let's. Now this is cool. This is the transporter. This brings you onto the ship. This is new, isn't it? Transporter straight onto the bridge. Now there is a little bit of a situation here. So if you take the turbo lift here, and you go to the crew deck or engineering, and then you come back via the turbo lift, it's brought me back via the transporter. So that's an odd one, isn't it? So you go into the turbo lift and you come back via the transporter, because you end up coming back here. So yeah, I think that needs to be sorted out. So moving on, let's move around. Mr. Potato Head here. Hello there, Mr. Potato Head. How are you? You've got more pictures to show me. Well, carry on. Oh, got out of that well, didn't we? So, hello there, crewman. How's it going? You're looking at Mr. Potato Head's pictures later on. Excellent. Well, I'll leave you to that. Right. Now, I do like this little addition down here. Come down to the bottom here. These stairs, there's some there, some around the other side. This reminds me of my days playing Mass Effect on the Normandy. Yes, it does. Anyhow, that's another game. So, hello there, crew person. How's it going? You're mesmerised. Oh. By what? The stars. Oh. How's that working for you then? Fine. Excellent. Well, I'll leave you to it. Excellent. Yeah. Carry on. Being mesmerised. Yeah. Look at this. Down here, this is excellent, isn't it? This is really cool. Yeah, I like this. More here. Absolutely splendid. I really do like this design. Well done, Cryptic. It's different. So go back up the stairs here. So as you know, this lift goes to the crew deck and engineering, and over here this brings you to my ready room. And what was that? You got some pictures for? Yes, carry on. Oh, some pictures. And this is the ready room. As you can see, the plant situation hasn't improved, so we'll be shipping them off to the Lucari crew person's quarters. Yes, this one here. This is horrendous, isn't it? Horrendous. So here, this console is your duty officer's console, library files, and over here is the bank. Right, so back onto the bridge, and pictures. No, okay, God, about his pictures again. So here we are, back on the bridge. So that was a brief whistle-stop tour of the bridge. What do I like this ceiling idea here with the stars above. That's quite cool, isn't it? Right, so we've seen what the Lexington looks outside. We've had a look at the inside. So let's take her into the field and let's see how she performs, shall we? So here we are on a Jupori run. Mr. Potato Head, use your eyes, there's the enemy. I never said anything about your thighs. Well, wasn't that a splendid run? Well, I hope you enjoyed that little tear up. I always enjoy a good tear up in space. It always makes my day. So if you've enjoyed that little demonstration of what the Lexington can do, then by all means, she's in the C store, and yeah, 3,000 Zen, or if you wait for a sale, probably 2,600. But yeah, she's in the store now. If you would like to pick her up. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this review. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button for me to catch further reviews, and yeah, give us a thumbs up and a like as well, because that really does pick me up. And well, I think I'll leave you now to the rest of your day, and yeah, gonna enjoy this ship, gonna enjoy it for some time. So until next time, this is JeSter signing off. What's that, number one? Have I been to Riser? Well, it's funny you should say that. Mr. Potato Head's been to Riser. Oh, he's bringing you his pictures. He heard that, didn't he? He heard that.
I know this ship like the back of my hand. Who started the fight?
I don't know, sir. Aye, the Haggis is in the fire for sure.
NCC 1701. No bloody A, B, C, or D.
Unless there's another hard-working, equally starved Starfleet officer around?
Me.
Get it! Shut up!
I hope you're watching closely.
I can't change the laws of physics.
Vulcan males are driven to mate once every 7 years.
7 years? Yeah, per seconds?